So what's so great about the thingy flip and IQCUBE? For the first time ever, we can toss and catch on 5 sides of each hand. That's 10 new sides that we've never used before. We can now grade eye-hand coordination with our unique licensing system. Very young kids can learn eye-hand coordination through feel. By connecting 2 thingy flips, we can convey our eye-hand coordination to younger kids via feel. This brings about super fast learning. We're teaching kids 12 months faster than normal. Our IQCUBE magnetic version combines eye-hand coordination with mapping, English, science, maths, games, and creates a platform for invention. What are the benefits? Better focus, better concentration, better reaction times, better sporting skills, better listening, better understanding, better mental health, and better social skills. So you might be thinking, how was the thingy flip invented? It was invented through life experiences.
Hi, my name's Dominic C., the inventor of the thingy flip. Yeah, that's me. When I was a kid, I was a great high jumper and really good at rugby. But I did some pretty stupid things. One day I climbed to the top of our house at home and I took this really fantastic photo. Mum got it developed about 6 months later, and boy did I get in trouble. I had dyslexia and ADHD. At school I was an F grade student. I just couldn't focus in class. Everything was a blur. I got into trouble all the time. Yep, I was a rat bag. And no, it wasn't fun at all. But one day I learnt, and as soon as I learnt to juggle, I could concentrate and everything became clear. I could focus, and in class I went from a F grade student to a C grade student. Later on in my 20s, I discovered by learning to juggle, I was in fact connecting the right and left side hemispheres of my brain.
Back then, I wanted to invent something that was easier to learn than juggling. 37 years later, I bought a 3D printer, and as I was lying in bed thinking about my life with dyslexia and ADHD, and also, do you remember knuckles? Where you had 5 knuckles on the ground and you tossed them in the air to try and catch them back on the top of your hand? I thought to myself, why can't we catch on all 5 sides of our closed fist? The next day, I printed my first thingy flip. Now for my latest news. My son Jack is a chip off the old block. He has struggled at school like me. In Year 7, he was taken out of mainstream and put into a life program. Jack has been using the thingy flip for 12 months and is now a black license holder. He has now just started Year 9 and has been asked to rejoin the mainstream curriculum. And the best news is he just got a B in maths. I'm very proud of the hard work and fun he has put into using the thingy flip so he could soak up the information given at school. The point is, the thingy flip can and will improve everyone's results at any age. Let's take a look at history. Each new physical talent has given us a jump in intelligence through thousands of years, from banging flint on rocks and making fire, to throwing sticks and killing beasts to cook on fires. Each talent has led to brain growth. In the late 1800s, cricket and many more sports became more popular, connecting brain hemispheres and creating the Industrial Revolution. In 1905, the French invent the IQ test, and in 1935, a guy called Flynn discovers we are getting more intelligent by 3% every 10 years. Sports runs rampant across the world during the first 80 years of the 20th century. Kids are in backyards tossing balls every day. It's our leisure time activity. Weekends are spent in the park playing sport. We go to the moon and invent computers. We become modern humans. Until one day, our intelligence starts to affect our lifestyle. Screen time cuts into our eye-hand coordination time. starting with TVs in the 50s and building slowly into the time-consuming monster called devices. We are hooked. It's like a drug, disconnecting our brain hemispheres. Is this the way it ends? We become vegetables permanently connected to an entertainment meta world, no longer progressing? What proof do we have of any of this is true? Let's look at some of the facts that you can look up for yourself. The reverse Flynn effect was discovered in 2000, and average IQs have been declining since 1980 by 3% every 10 years. So right now, we are 12% dumber than we were in 1980. Schools worldwide results peaked in the 1980s, and governments have been trying to fix this by changing the curriculum. In fact, the Australian government has just brought out its latest curriculum. It's called Back to Basics, giving students less work and concentrating on the basics of maths, English and science. Sounds like they've given up to me. I nearly fell over when I found out this next fact. 70% of kids are leaving all sports by the age of 13. What are they doing? Yep, they're on devices. So our lifestyles are making us dumber. How do we win in this lifestyle battle for the brain? We love our device time, but it's dumbing our brains. We need an ultra-fast way to get, say, 2 sets of tennis into our everyday lives. Every day. 2 sets of tennis takes 1.5 hours, and it's exhausting. You get about 570 shots, or eye-hand coordination equivalent. The thingy flip does 120 shots, or eye-hand coordinations, per minute. So in 5 minutes, the thingy flip can do 600 shots. That's about the same amount of time it takes to clean your teeth twice a day. If we got this far by just being able to toss and catch with our palms, how much further can we be when we can toss and catch on 10 new sides of our hands? Can we become 10 times more intelligent? I am yet to see someone pick up the thingy flip and be good at it instantly. In fact, I see so much more room for eye-hand coordination development, brain development, in all ages. Even elite sports people can benefit immensely from the thingy flip. For the first time in history, we have the opportunity to enhance our eye-hand coordination to new levels in a rapid format that does not interfere with our lifestyles of using devices. Scientists use magnetic resonance imaging to scan the brains of people who taught themselves to juggle in 3 months. After 3 months, the jugglers had a 3% increase in the volume of grey matter in the mid-temporal part of the brain. But this increase was temporary. 3 months after the jugglers stopped juggling, the 3% increase in grey matter compared to levels at the start of the experiment had fallen to a 2% increase. So it's something we need to do on a continual basis, like brushing our teeth for the brain. And the thingy flip is perfect for storing your toothbrush as well. 5 minutes a day makes us all smarter.